Even though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil, for you are with me, and your rod and staff, they comfort me.
Psalms 23:4 is a comfort for Landon Crosby. In one of the scariest moments of his life, the Bible verse grounded him.
The tornado is a very, very violent tornado. Like Val said, this is May 3rd, 1999, all over again. Okay, Gary, look at our screen. My goodness, this is an extremely violent, this is a killer tornado. And like you said earlier, if you're not below ground, you will not survive.
So if you're not underground, you're going to die.
If you're not below ground, you're not going to survive this tornado.
I woke up that morning, and it was just like any other day.
You hear bad weather's coming all the time, and then it never does. And then my mom sends a text and is like, you need to pull up the weather and be watching the weather.
The time we got to our house, it was hailing and storming and raining, and wind was blowing severely.
And when they got home, they just immediately came into the bathroom.
My mom and my dad were huddled around us, like holding us like this. And they were squeezing us so tight that we had bruises on our arms.
And then my parents just told us, hey, there's a possibility that we're not going to make it out of this.
Hey, we may not see you this side of heaven again.
Folks, you are literally out of time, and you need to be where you are with your mobile device watching us online in an area that is of substantial safety. Below ground, storm cellar, basement. Car won't do it. Interior closet or bathroom will not do it.
I don't know how long the tornado was actually right on top of us, but I mean, I could have told you it was like 30 minutes, and I know it was not that long, but it felt that long.
And my dad looks at me and my sister, and he's like, I just want to prepare you that when we go out here, we're not going to have a house anymore.
The Crosby's house was considered a total loss by their insurance company. When they emerged from the closet, their house was almost completely destroyed, and the entire house was shifted on its foundation. The only room left standing was the toilet room that they took shelter in.
So that was God's protection that we ended up going to the toilet room instead of going to the bathtub instead.
I have no doubts, had we been in any other room in our house, we would have been severely hurt or killed, all of us.
Really, for the first time, I've seen my dad be emotional, and he calls his dad and leaves a voicemail and says, Dad, our house just got hit by a tornado. We lost everything.
But the first glimpse of hope the Crosbys had was from their church.
Our church did that. They met with us daily. Every day after that tornado, they were with us. They were praying for us. They were giving us words of encouragement. They were sharing passages of scripture with us.
I know that the only reason that we got through it was because of God.
The Crosbys rebuilt their home in a new location. Though they live in a new part of town, memories from that day will remain with them forever.
We have 2 tiles that were unbroken. Me and my dad went back and we ripped them up, and we have one of them as the centerpiece in our kitchen. And then we had one of them framed so that we can take it wherever we go.
In a lot of ways, where I used to take my family for granted, I have just a thankfulness that didn't exist before, because I've realized, we are so finite and anything can happen at any moment.